Good afternoon. This is V from Art of Wigs with V, and I'd like to do a quick review today on a wig I received from Franny's Hair yesterday. It's an Ellen Wille wig called Elan, E-L-A-N. I was looking forward to getting this wig, and I actually picked it. And the day before, or the day it was going to come, I think the day before, it was a lady had posted in a private Facebook page for Franny's Hair that she has Elan and she's having a really difficult time doing anything with it, styling it, or even getting the flyaways that stick up tamped down, no matter what she does with it, with fabric softener even, and conditioner and products, and it's just a mess for her, and it's a real disappointment to her. So I told her that I would be getting it that day, about 6 o'clock last night I received it, and that I would get back with her to share with her what the condition of the one I received was. Well, as it turns out, when I opened it, I found it not to be dry. It does have the stick-up flyaways. But I'm going to put it on and show you some things that I think are an issue. I talked to Franny about it last night, and she said just give them a totally honest review, because what we're all about is helping you find the right wig for you, helping you be happy with your purchase, helping you to decide on color and style and all of that based on your look and your personality and your undertone colors and etc. And also based on the quality of the wigs that we offer. So she said, don't spare any words. So I'm going to try to give you an incredibly honest review of Elan. So what I have on right now is Perry by Estetica. I sprayed some hairspray that I'm trying out that's actually for regular hair by Pantene called Airspray into it. That's the only product that she has in it today to make her stand up like this. So I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put Elan, E-L-A-N, if I'm pronouncing that right, it could be Elan. Anyway, I'm going to put that on for you and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. This is her. This is the inside of her cap. This is her on the outside from the frontal view. On examining the cap inside, I didn't think anything looked mis-sewn at all when I turned it inside out. This is where supposedly permatease would live, more in this probably center posting and on either side of it. And then you have open cap construction, extended nape, and what is considered to be a partial lace front where a left side part would be. Now, it is approximately 2 inches from between my fingers for it. It might be too close to the camera. I have to get it up where my face is, then you'll see it better. There, hopefully you can focus on that. It's only about 1/8 of an inch deep and 2 inches wide. It has a scalloped edge. It is very rough and scratchy. Okay, so now when I hold it up to the light and look through it, I can see quite a bit of daylight. That does two things. It tells me that it's not a real dense wig, which is good. We don't all want big hair, okay? But it also alerts me to the fact that I got to watch and see if there's going to be problems with wefts showing or not. So I'm going to shake her out like I did last night. And then put her on. Now, I actually had to loosen the adjusters on this for me because it was too snug. And it now has, let me see, my entire first finger width in between the adjusters in the back from them touching. I do not believe Ellen would fit someone with a larger than average circumference, and she would need to have the adjusters probably taken out all the way because I am a petite. My circumference is 20 and a half, and I'm only 11 and a half over the ears and 11 and a half from the hairline to the nape to just below my occipital bone. So that's actually considered a child size. So just like this, putting her on, having shaken her out, she doesn't look bad. She's kind of cute. And I could live with that. I could think, okay, that's all right. I don't have a dryness like the other lady did in it. There were quite a few stick-up things. But in the process of my working with this unit, I had put product in her. I had used a hot airbrush on her. She is heat friendly. However, I do use the hot airbrush on low on regular synthetic wigs just to get some hair to bend a certain way or so. And I just keep it on low. It's just kind of quick. So anyway, I saw it in some reviews and most people were wearing it like this or more like, well, like this. It's kind of a flat style. And you got to remember that I have a very short forehead. It's only 2.5 inches. So it can look cute like this. But I want to come in closer and show you the lace, the 2-inch lace piece. And I'm hoping you can see it. There it is right there. Make sure the ear tabs are in the right spot. Okay. So there it is. A nice part about it is it has light knotting because there's light hair. Okay. Now, the most I could do with that lace front, I could do with a standard cap. That would be just to get it separated right here. I don't need a lace front to do that. It's not gonna, it doesn't even show. I mean, come on, can you really tell there's, if I had a standard cap on, it wouldn't look any different. And wearing it like this seems to be fine. But what happens with her, because I saw that light, a lot of light coming through the inside of the cap. What happens when a wind comes along and blows the hair up? Do you see what I'm seeing? Wind gust, wefts. I see wefts everywhere. I attempted with product to do an oversweeping of her. And look what's there. A lot of wefts. You can't. You cannot. It has a piece of lace here that is supposed to be where you would technically kind of part her. But look at that. Do you want that showing to try to create a part? It's filled with wefts everywhere by just moving the hair slightly. Watch if I try to do a right side. What have I got over here? Look at this. Look at all the wefts. Look at how far apart the wefts are. The hair is actually even sewn on them. It's a good 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch in between the layers of hair. There's another spot on the top of it, kind of where, the hair would come together logically in your crown up here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you without taking it off and holding it up to the camera. I'll try and bend my head forward, and if I can, because of the mode I'm shooting in, which blurs the background slightly, it's a cinematic mode, it wants to stay focused on my face or my head. So I don't know if I'll get it right in the camera. So if I don't and it goes below the frame, I humbly apologize. I'm going to keep my fingers on it. Don't know if you can see that or not, but it wants to automatically part in that section. I'm going to take it off and show it up to you close to the camera to make sure you can see it. Oh, well, here it is. It's actually behind where the hair curl comes together right here, which is a bit on the nesty side, as you can see in there. But it falls apart and separates right there. Do you see that? That is sewn, I believe, what they would determine to be correctly for this wig. Because if you look at the inside of it, you see no defects in the sewing or the pattern that the wefting is creating. There's just nothing to cover the wefts. There's absolutely no permatease. That's what permatease is used for. And the hair is sewed in such a manner that it's so thin that it's not covering anything. In my opinion, this is the worst constructed wig that I have ever put on my head in 13 years of wig wearing. And I hope sincerely that this would be a one-off, an oops, but I don't think it is. Based on what someone else commented on the private Facebook group for Franny's hair, she can't do anything with hers either. So sadly, Elan gets a big I will not wear for me. I appreciate very much that Franny's hair sent it to me, but I'll never wear it. Let's talk about the color. It's called Metallic Blonde Rooted. Granted, it is lightly rooted with kind of a, I would say, a sand brown color. You can kind of see it in there. There's some browns in there. If I can get it up in this frame, maybe it'll focus better. Okay. Wherever I move my head, it goes. Okay, so there's some brown in it. And it's like, almost like a white, gray ash. It's not really what I would consider a blonde as you think of a blonde. There's absolutely nothing metallic about it. I like to wear silver wigs. I like a dark root. A lot of people don't like a dark root. If you're aging naturally, you wouldn't have a dark root. I understand that. Okay, I just happen to like it because my eyebrows are dark and because my own hair is really quite dark yet, except a bit in the front. So compare it to Estetica's Perry in Chrome RT1B. This is metallic looking, even without the root. Let's turn it somewhere where you can't see the root. Here's a line. Now, do you see that this one really doesn't? This is very, I mean, I understand this is a heat-friendly fiber, and so therefore it has a more lack of sheen kind of texture to it. However, this does not read as a metallic when you have it on, no matter what lights you have it under, whether you're outdoors or you're not. This is more like a sandy, graying, ash color. So, Ellen Wille, I realize your designers think they're creating art. Well, somebody needs to wake up. Because if this is not considered defective, and this is the way this wig is, that's not good. Not good art. Okay. The lace front serves absolutely no purpose other than to increase the cost of this style. You can't sweep it off the face. You can't make it move backwards even to do that. There's no reason to have this lace front in this. And then it's incredibly scratchy. I mean, I reviewed Bliss by Ellen Wille. It's like a gradient charcoal in the back and a white up here. It's like a kind of a pixie cut. And I didn't even need any product in it. It was heat friendly. I didn't need any product or anything to make it do what I wanted it to do and manipulate it up here. It just went there with my hands. That was great. However, it had a temple to temple lace front, and that front is very rough and very scratchy. So is this one. This itched me as soon as I put it on. So if you get a wig like this, and you go like this with it, and you look at it and you see all these wefts are going to show if the wind blows, and you feel it was very poorly constructed, don't wear it. Don't use product in it. Don't remove the tags. Any of the tags, even the hanging tag. Don't try to use the heat tool on it. Don't do anything to it. Put it back in the original packaging it came in the box. If you've gotten it from us, send Franny an email. Her email is on the private Facebook page. It's on frannyshair.com page. Tell her what you got, how you feel about it, and she'll send you an invoice to send this back. Because we need to know this in order for her to go to the reps and tell them, this is very poorly made. We can't put product out there and in good conscience sell this to anyone. So do that. No matter where you get it from, do that. But don't buy it in a clearance. Don't buy it a wig, anything in a clearance or as an open box sale. There are no returns. What you bought is what you get. So be careful, be cautious, examine a wig. Just don't put any product in it. If you've got concerns about something like this one, don't put product in it. Don't take your tags off and get a hold of us. Because we're all in this together. And we're trying to help you. And one of the biggest things we can do to help on our end is to be able to go to the reps and say, hey, what gives with something like this? This is shoddy workmanship. It's anything but art. Okay. So that's my review of Elan. And I feel kind of bad because I was looking forward to getting it and getting an Ellen Wille wig. That's not to say that her other wigs or even other units might be the same. I mean, I have a girl mono here that's stunning. So just be cautious with any brand and help us to help you. You take care and have a blessed day. Hi, it's V again. I just wanted to mention something that I'd like to clarify. When I said don't buy, in this video I mentioned don't buy clearance or open box items. I didn't mean don't buy them. Just be careful where you buy them from. At Franny's Hair, you don't have to be concerned about getting something like I got in the Elan wig, in the clearance section. That would not happen. She wouldn't put it there. But there are online retailers out there that will put it there. And then you're stuck with it. So you have to make sure that you're buying from someone who is really conscientious about that and keeps that from happening. I just wanted to make that very clear. You won't find something like that in an open box, and you will not find something like that in anything clearanced at frannyshair.com. Thank you. Take care.